So here we are in sample user, and there's a social studies scored assessment that I have created here. I'll go ahead and click into the manage window for that so you can see that I've created 3 learning goals for that one. The first one has a maximum of 15 points, second 18, and the third one 10. And then here are the mastery points. And so this assessment is all set up and ready for me to administer. So I'll go ahead and click assessments so that I can administer that. I'll just choose administer from this options menu, and we'll go ahead and set that to today. And this is the progress monitoring, that's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and administer this to my world geography courses. I'm not going to pick a particular class, and I'll click save. Now, in order to enter the scores for that, I'm going to need to go into the classes themselves because the scores are associated with the individual students. So I can do that probably most quickly if I go to the dashboard by clicking the LeAH logo. I can just go to one of my social studies courses and go directly into the class detail view by clicking on the course here on the dashboard. That takes me here, and you can see that the scored assessment has been administered to this class. Now, the other way to view that is to go to classes, and I'll go ahead and go into 6th period, since we didn't look at the other one that way. Let me scroll down a little bit so you can see the menus. 6th period, I go to details, and that'll take me into the class detail view. Again, here's the assessment. Now, in order to enter the scores for these students in 6th period, I need to go to View Administrations, and then next to the administration that I just assigned, I'll click Results. This window takes a little bit to load, but it will pop up and I'll be able to add the scores for the individual students. So here I now have a couple of different ways that I can enter this. I can change the tab direction to either horizontal or vertical, depending on which way makes the most sense to me. Right, so by default it's on horizontal. If I click here on Amos's screen, or Amos's row, I can type in his score, and we'll say he got 12 points for Learning Goal 1, and when I hit enter, it'll go horizontally over to Learning Goal 2. Maybe he also got 12 points for Learning Goal 2 and 8 points for Learning Goal 3. Right, and so then that will take me across so I can enter the scores for each individual student before I enter the scores for the next student. The other option is to do it vertically, and I found that sometimes this was helpful to me when I was entering scores for the whole class where I've already compiled them. It can be easier to scan down a column of numbers than across without losing my place. So I would enter the scores for Learning Goal 1 for these students in this order. So 12, 11, 10, 15, 12, 9, etc., etc. And then I can fill in all the students down. Now, notice that the autosave button is checked. Whenever I reach the end of either direction, it will automatically save all the scores I've entered so far and take me to the next either row or column. So I'll just finish up here. Everybody got 12, just to make it really simple to enter. Not 212. My sample user has quite a number of students in each class. There, okay. And so I reached the bottom, and then it saved all of those numbers and put me into the Learning Goal 2. And then I could, of course, continue entering scores here as well, and just follow the scores the whole way. I'll go ahead and save and close that. And then to enter the scores for fourth period, I would do the same. I'll go back to the dashboard so I can jump directly into the class detail view. There's my assessment. View administrations, click results, and my window comes up. So that is how you get the scores in for a scores only assessment.